it's Carol. Welcome back. Oh, my voice cracked. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry, this setup's really weird. It's really dark in here too. I need to get some lighting. But anyways, I have my laptop set up right here. That's why I'm kind of angled weird. And for today's video, I was going to do something else. And then I was watching the news this morning and just there's so much negativity. It's always bad news, which I get. Like, they only want to tell us the bad stuff because that gets more ratings, but there's just so much negative and bad stuff going on that I was like, you know what? I went on the internet and I looked up daily funny news, and there's some pretty funny and kind of strange news stories that don't really get covered because everything else about Trump and this and that overshadows it. So instead of making, some nice edited video, I'm just going to sit right here, read some funny news. And if you guys do like this, maybe I'll make it into a series, like Laugh a Little News or something. If you think of any good title for this series, let me know in the comments down below. But we are just going to read some funny news together. So, first story. Naked, dabbing, peeping Tom in a wig is terrorizing a small New Jersey town. Okay. A naked dabbing, as in, I'm not going to do it, but you know what it is. Dabbing peeping Tom is on the run in a small New Jersey town, and authorities are seeking the public's help before he strikes again. 2 incidences took place in Hillsborough Township on September 14th and November 1st. And prosecutors said that 2 other incidences happened in July and September that may be related as well. In a most recent episode, a homeowner looked out her back door around 7 p.m. on November 1st, and saw a naked man peering into her house. He had only a black wig, black shoes, and a black bandana covering his face. He was captured on surveillance video appearing to dab, a popular dance move in which the head is dipped into the crook of a bent arm. I have never heard the dab be explained through words. That's weird. Kyle Kaufman, a teenager, where'd I go? A teenager who lives in the area, said he had to do a double take when he spotted the naked man running around. We were like, did you see that? We didn't know what to think. It looked like he was on drugs, and he was just running through backyards. That would be a scary sight to see. Which, it's funny, because peeping Toms, aren't they usually the ones that are, like, looking through the windows to see the naked people? They're usually not the naked person, if that makes sense. So, weird. Oh, this one you guys have actually probably heard about, because I think it has made news, and it's just kind of strange. Man, 69 years old, launches legal battle to drop age by 20 years. The self-proclaimed young god argues if people can legally change their gender, he should be allowed to change his age. Which I love that they always, like, pull transgender, like, LGBTQ plus people into it. Like, no, it's not the same. But, where's the actual story? Yeah, apparently his, like, birth certificate is different, or, oh no, it was that he went to the doctor and the doctor said that he's, like, as healthy as someone 20 years younger than him. So he's like, okay, well, can I change my age to 20 years younger? And like I said, yeah, he's trying to claim that it's the same as changing your gender, which totally not. Oh, here's a weird one. A dead man turns up 2 months after being buried. In Kazakhstan, when Uncle Igeli walks through the door, my daughter Sally nearly dropped dead of a heart attack, the man's brother said. A man who is thought to be dead has turned up at his family's home 2 months after they apparently buried him. Igeli, some last name that I can't pronounce, from Kazakhstan, was pronounced dead after DNA tests on badly burned human remains proved with 99.2% certainty that they were his. Authorities issued an official death certificate, and he was buried in September in the Muslim cemetery of Tamarli, his family's hometown just north of a seaport. Again, some name I can't pronounce. His brother told the news site, "We held a wake, and the extended family organized a traditional Conlil Shai ceremony where friends can share tea and sympathy with the bereaved." When he suddenly walked through the door 2 months after we buried him, it scared all of us. He had left home one June morning and just didn't come back. He'd been known to wander off for a week or two. But, yeah. Apparently, that would be so scary. Can you imagine, like, being told your family member has passed and then all of a sudden they walk through the door? Oh, you'd think you saw a ghost. Speaking of ghosts, here's our next story, if it wants to load, please. Well, I'll talk about it while it's loading. So, a British woman claims, you guys might have heard this one too, that she is done with men, real men, because she engages in intimate activities with a ghost or ghosts. She said she slept with at least 20 ghosts, and she was on the news for that, and that kind of made headlines a while ago. But now she's back in the news because she says now she is engaged to a poltergeist. In December, Amethyst Realm, I wonder if that's a real name, told British TV that she cheated on her fiance with a ghost, and ever since has gone on to have supernatural affairs with at least 20 paranormal beings. Oh, and this so what happened is, apparently her fiance came home and he looked in the window and he saw an apparition in the bedroom with his fiance, and she told him that for some reason he was able to see the ghost and she couldn't, even though she was having relations with it. And yeah, told her fiance that it was a ghost and that she cheated on him with a ghost, which makes me wonder if she might actually have been cheating on him and there was someone in the room and she's just like, I mean, that's the biggest excuse I've ever heard is, oh, it wasn't you're just seeing an apparition, it was just a ghost. I wonder if anybody's actually used that line before, besides her. But yeah, now she says, "I want to marry and start a family with my ghost boyfriend." So they just have little, like, ghost babies running around. Imagine seeing her just, like, push a stroller and there's no kid in it. It's like, cute baby. Weird. Weird. Alright, so the last story is, if it wants to load, professional mermaids say that they're starting to be harassed on like their social profiles and stuff, like social media profiles, saying that they're starting to be harassed and it's becoming some like sexual fantasy kind of thing. And they are calling these usually men who are harassing them, I guess, on their social medias, merverts instead of perverts. So, one professional mermaid, which there are people you can hire and like have them swim in your pool for like parties and stuff, which I think would be pretty cool. But one professional mermaid states, "We do get unwanted attention, often sexual in nature, and we call those people merverts. Unfortunately, women in general on social media tend to get sexually harassed, and mermaids are no different. Whenever I post a YouTube video or a photo, I probably get 10 or more rude comments from these merverts." Which I guess is a good term. It's better than, what would the opposite be? Permaids? Permaid? That sounds like a maid service that comes and cleans your litter box. But, yeah. Sorry this is short. I think next time I'll kind of, hopefully my computer will load a lot faster and I'll have all the stories posted up. But like I said, news today is just, I mean, it's important that we watch it and it's important that we, pay attention to what's going on. But sometimes you just need a breath of fresh air, and I kind of got this idea from on the Bob and Tom show, which if you don't have the Bob and Tom app, definitely download it. This is not sponsored, but I'm kind of friends with people on the show. But Christy Lee on there, she always gives the news in the mornings, and it's always like funny news or kind of strange stories and stuff like that. So I would actually like to make this series. Again, if you guys have a cool title for this, let me know in the comments down below. And if you do want me to make this into a series, give me a thumbs up. Hopefully I won't stutter and pause as much in my next one, but hopefully this made you laugh a little bit and took your mind away from all the negativity. Remember to try and stay positive in these crazy times, but until then, until next time, I guess, which hopefully I'll have a video up tomorrow. Stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one.